Okay. Ooh, Clone 9. Always a spicy brew from Clone 9. Sometimes playing Bug with Necropotence. All right, round 5. Vintage round 5? No, round 6. Vintage challenge, 6 of 7. Let's power through, chat. Let's see if we can't get our money back. And then I can do data collection afterwards. All right, Clone leading on Rainforest is pretty normal. You gotta upkeep Ancestral here. That would also be pretty normal for Clone. Fair. Fair. I have so many options here. The best one has got to be... It's got to be Time Walk, right? Because then on the next turn, I can Brainstorm, and if I miss, I can still shuffle via Green Sun for 0. I mean, I could still do Brainstorm that now, but I feel like casting Time Walk enables me to try to do more dangerous things. We already have Ephemerate Time Walk. We just need a Eternal Witness as well. So we could always be holding our Green Sun for that as well. If we just hit like a Black Lotus, do we win? I don't really know. I got a Brainstorm. What do we got for the Brainstorm? Tinker. All right, what if I just go... So I missed my land drop, though. So what if I just put away Ephemerate and Deathrite Shaman, and then I Green Sun for 1, and I play a Ruby and pass? And then on our next turn, we have Tinker with Force backup, and if not, we can Spellseeker for... I don't know, stuff. Maybe we're supposed to get rid of both Deathrite Shaman and just hold Ephemerate, but I feel like I'm going to pitch this Spellseeker to Force to try to get a Tinker through. I don't know. Maybe I'm not going to try to do that. I'm not sure. I guess I could technically play my Ruby and Green Sun for 1 just for the Deathrite Shaman. Maybe that's better. That's probably better. I guess I should have thought about how I ordered that and make sure that I ordered the Ephemerate above the Deathrite Shaman for next turn, where I would want to keep the Ephemerate. Maybe not. I don't know. This deck has a lot of choices when you have a bunch of mana. All right, I got a Deathrite Shaman. I'm shuffled. I have a fresh draw. I have a Tinker and a Force on my next turn, so pretty happy. I would definitely take a blue card. That way I have, I can keep a Spellseeker and use something else to Force. Another Moxen is fine as well. Lotus. Are we just going to die to Breach combo? Maybe. It's definitely possible. I feel like we haven't taken that many infinite turns today. We've just tinkered every time, but I guess that's just vintage. If I put Tinker Citadel in my deck, it's the best thing I can be doing in my deck. So the rest of the deck kind of is just a shell. Yeah, they have just Breach Kill. Oh, this is a... What the fuck is this? Kess Dissident Mage. Flying. During each of your turns, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from your graveyard. So they get to cast a Time Walk and an Ancestral. Oh, I gotta try to counter it. I mean, it's gonna kill me. Pyroblast, so that stops them from time walking at the very least. It does mean they're casting Ancestral this turn, though. I have a Deathrite Shaman, so but I don't have a black source. Jeez. All right, you got the 4-mana flashback spell. You got it. Resolves clone 9. All right, well, you have to have Force of Will. I can't really... Oh, at the very least, I do get to eat the Time Walk, so that's nice. That just resolves? If they cast Time Walk, then on the next turn they would cast Ancestral, is what I'm saying. That's why I forced it and made them use Pyroblast. You are definitely watching the 2-3 bracket of a vintage tournament. That is exactly... You are exactly in the right place. The 2-3 bracket of a vintage tournament has very incredible things in it. It's a fun place to be, I'm not gonna lie. All right, we just get to keep cat. This is the dumbest card. This is so... Well, no, it's just... This is just the dumbest. Clone always does this kind of thing. I just... Tinker Citadel is so stupid. Very dumb. That's a Manglehorn or a Kess. Which one? Oh, I should have held priority. I fucked up. Oh well. It's kind of where we're at in life, isn't it? I guess I could Green Sun instead. I could also just play like an Ooze and eat some stiff. I could Green Sun for Eternal Witness and Time Walk. It's a good one too. Now I just need to find an Ephemerate. All right, we got there. Man, Tinker... It doesn't really matter how you kill your opponent when you put a Bola Citadel in play. Once you put the Bola Citadel in play, that's what gets you. I just want to know how this... I mean, there's no Shake Shacks near me, but I want to know how the Shake Shack Korean menu is. I don't know why. I mean, I want to know, but I can't even eat it. So what the hell is the point? All right, what am I playing against? Random Clone 9 deck. I don't know what's in their deck. They play random cards. It could be anything. It really just could be anything, chat. How am I supposed to know? Do they have a deck list with Kess in it? Can I see one? Clone 9. 4-color Xerox with Kess. All right, so they have Deathrite There's Deathrite Shamans? 4 Deathrite Shaman, 2 Tarmogoyf, Kess, Ren, Dak, Narset, Oko, and a bunch of spells. That makes me want to play 2 Swords to Plowshares. No Manglehorn. This is unkillable. So we'll put that option in there. And then... I mean, Flusterstorm's still okay. Don't really know if I need more than one, though. And then... Is it a Wasteland deck? It is a Wasteland deck. Maybe we just need to replay with just Manglehorn substituted out for Sphinx. Like, I want to have Swords and Fluster, but I don't want to have more than one of each. Because they are playing like a deck. They're playing like an 8 Planeswalker deck, right? So Swords and Fluster are not good against that, but they are good against like Tarmogoyf, Kess, Deathrite Shaman, and the 25 other spells in their deck. It's like a little here, a little there. Let's just bring in the Sphinx as a different way we can tinker. Because we're not really wanting to tinker Citadel unless we know they have nothing because they play 2 Oko, 2 Dak. So that's a hand. What's the most janky, spicy card I've seen? I mean, people do lots of random things. I think the spiciest deck that I'd played that still won was my Riddlesmith, Oval Chase, Daredevil, Bizarre PO deck. There is a Dryad Arbor in this deck. My opponent just, okay, so the deck my opponent is playing is different from the list that I'm looking at. I would definitely reconsider boarding out my Manglehorn against this deck. Yikes. It looks like my opponent switched to more of a big blue Tinker style Kess deck instead of a mid-range Planeswalker Kess deck. Oh, am I dead? I see. I guess it's a Hull Breacher deck. Oh my god, look who we just... I guess it's a Hull Breacher deck. Their last cards were Sprite Dragon, Ancestral Recall. Jeez. Maybe we do just die. Alright. We boarded incorrectly, for anyone at home wondering, because I did not think this is what my opponent was playing. Maybe there was a sign that I missed. Oh, no. They just have it. Wait. No, I hate Breach. Breach is so lame. Dumb fucking magic card. All right. Get this Sphinx out here. We don't need that. We want the Manglehorn back in. We probably need Swords because it's like a Hull Breacher deck. But I don't really know how many Flusters are we supposed to bring. Maybe one Fluster is still fine. Maybe our sideboarding was actually fine, and it was just the Manglehorn Sphinx that was the problem. Not the problem, but we don't have Pyroblast, which is a problem, I guess. I guess what we really want is Force of Vigor, which is a reason that we probably misbuilt our sideboard. So I think that this is definitely showing us we should probably have 2 Force of Vigors in our sideboard. I would think. I'm just going to resubmit, I think, with the Manglehorn back in. I lied. There was no sideboarding. Yeah, I think we... All right. I think we definitely should have Vigors in our sideboard. I would definitely bring in Vigors against like a big blue Tinker Breach deck. And it seems like people are catching on that big blue Tinker Breach is a thing you can do. Even just like 2 weeks ago, I wouldn't say people were doing that. But it caught on pretty quickly. Unfortunately, I made not the strongest turn 1 play in Vintage. A good old 1-2. But I have a follow-up, theoretically. This card is very dead. This is the problem with playing Ephemerate decks, is you sometimes draw Ephemerate. That is unfortunate as well. Yeah, I don't feel good about this game, chat, but I could not mulligan a hand that had Sapphire Land, Tinker, and almost Force, so... Yeah, it's not the strongest play anywhere. I would agree with that statement. Yeah, so I was really hoping we would draw Mana Source or a blue card, and we drew neither. So I think what we need to do now is draw. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let that resolve. I need to draw. Oh, they hit a Force of Will. All right, I really need this Tarmogoyf to kill this Narset. So fetch land would be ideal. Black Lotus is good. All right, fetch land, beautiful. So my opponent revealed a Force of Will off of the Narset, so I'm not gonna go battle this Force of Will with my. I'm not gonna go bat. I'm not gonna go to Tinker battle time. What I think we're gonna do is cast Demonic Tutor, which will let my. Maybe we won't cast Demonic Tutor. Fuck. 3/4, block. What could we Demonic Tutor for? We could Demonic Tutor for a Flusterstorm. That puts the Narset to 1, and that gives me a Flusterstorm, and it doesn't. It gives me a Force of Will, but not a Tinker, and that doesn't actually work. So what if we go Demonic for Lotus and try to Tinker, and we kill Narset, but then we get our Tinker forced? I think no matter what, I think I'm casting Demonic Tutor. If it gets forced, that goes instant sorcery in the yard and Narset dies. Do we want a trophy Narset? Nah, I don't really want a trophy Narset. I guess what we can do, the problem, I want to get Flusterstorm, right? But I can't get Flusterstorm because I'm never going to have the mana. And if I do have the mana, then I'm just using a Force of Will. That is not a play that I want to make when my opponent has an active Narset. So definitely will not be casting Ancestral Recall. I mean, I might still get Ancestral Recall, but then I have to make sure that the Narset dies more than I had to do that before. I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't think any of our options are particularly engaging. I think my actual favorite line is get Black Lotus, crack Black Lotus, try to Tinker. But that's just going to get forced is the problem. But what that does is it's always going to kill this Narset, but kind of not very good. There's not very many great hits here. What if I got extra mana? Not very good either. It might just be Ancestral and hope that we can kill the Narset on the next turn, but I don't like that. What if I... Oh, I can't Ephemerate because that would not work. Did I play a land already? Yeah, I played a land to Demonic. All right, I think I'm supposed to get a blue card. Tinker Mana Crypt is a better line. Yeah, I guess so. Sure. Yeah, that would keep our Sapphire around. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what blue card I'm getting. Might just be supposed to get Flusterstorm. Gonna get Flusterstorm, attack this Narset, kill the Narset. This just gives us some options. It doesn't kill the Narset, but it stops the Narset from drawing. And we have some counter spells not to die. Next turn, we can kill the Narset. If we draw a land, we have Tinker with Flusterstorm back up. If we draw a blue card, we might wait for another mana source. What the hell is happening? All right, so here's the deal. I forced this. That with force pitching Flusterstorm, they force back, and then I try to tinker, and they kill my Tarmogoyf, obviously, with the -3. I wish I could have Ephemerate up, because if I had Ephemerate up, I could just save my Tarmogoyf. But this is impossible to cast. If they don't force back, this Tarmogoyf becomes a 4/5. Okay, so they just don't force back. All right, well, now I can't resolve my Tinker. So that's also a problem. I didn't really think they would just not force back, but... All right, I think a Manglehorn sounds reasonable here. Got him. This is the first Manglehorn we've resolved that killed an artifact. All right, I mean, we should be pretty protected against most kinds of kills with a Manglehorn in play. I guess they could still go like Mox Tinker, but... No, I want to be able to draw cards. I don't think so. I really think you're just supposed to kill the Narset. It's not great for us, but I think... Are they going to negate this? Oh, they have a Hull Breacher. Let's see. I think I can just trophy this. I still think they have active force, so I don't want to get my Tinker destroyed. No, I think Clone just likes to play interesting cards with their Moxen mana. That's kind of just how they do. It's just a big blue deck that has some interesting top end choices. It's like a... Okay, so we got rid of their Force of Will. They can have a mana here, or they can have a mana here. But if they want to force this, that's okay with me, because I think that means that it's likely that our Tinker resolves. Okay. Wait. They forced my Probe. What? I don't know if that was I don't know if that was intended. It doesn't really feel like that was intended. All right, keep your secrets. No, I think he's conceding after the misclick. I mean, we are attacking for 8. It is a 2-turn clock, so... Okay. That is fair. It's a fair shame concede, I guess. Oh, wow, that's a nice draw too. We kind of just sat here with a Tinker like we can't cast this for the whole game. All right, rip the opponent. Score 1 for the home team. All right, so we've battled back to 3-3, which is great. Big fan. One more round to go. I think we'll play another match of Mana Traders while we wait. Should we play Dredge or Tinker, chat? What should we play? Tinker? We just play Tinker? All right, we'll play Tinker Breach.